Against George. Ah, rocking the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Number 7, Kevin Durant.
Leonard knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Durant. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. Leonard. Beverly. And the rebound comes to Durant. To Irving. Durant. To Irving. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
George. Passed it off. To George. For three. Missed it. Durant. To Irving. Throws it up. Working it outside. Durant. Kevin Durant missed his... First, that one goes.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Paul George. Pass stolen by the Nets.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Durant matched up with Paul George. To Irving. Fires the three. And it's Zubac with the rebound. George. Kevin Durant pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Durant. Here comes the screen.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Durant to Irving. Shot clock violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
LA Clippers with the basketball to Leonard. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
To Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Durant. And he knocks it down.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Kawhi Leonard against KD. To Beverly. To Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that three.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Oh, he can't connect. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Deep three at the buzzer. 1 quarter down. The Clippers have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
The assist from number 23, Louis Williams.
Durant. He buries it. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Kevin Durant has it. Here comes the screen. Durant. Deep right corner. Fires the three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
From long range, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Durant with the basketball up top. His team up by 1. And the rebound taken down by Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Paul George. Here's Leonard for 2. Jumper's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Cruises inside for 2.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Turns and slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Durant matched up with Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive.
Minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
In the last 2 minutes.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line.
Number 2, Torian
Irving brings the ball up court. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Here's Durant for 2. Not going down for him this time. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Williams. Kevin Durant. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. To Paul George. Strong finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Nets have the basketball. Screen coming. Durant to Jordan. Irving. Too easy. Defense has to communicate. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Irving to Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Kawhi Leonard. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
That'll do it for the first half. The Nets have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Irving to Dinwiddie. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Nets have it. Irving. And count the basket inside.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Backcourt. Here's a chance from long range. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the three.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse, the kick out for, guess what, another one.
Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Durant. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
To Irving. Durant knocks it down. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shot.
And a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Irving. Man, that was a tough shot.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
George, he is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
In the slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Here's Irving into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Jordan. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. George. At long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To Durant. For 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Looking good, 4 for 5.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Dinwiddie with the basketball. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Fires the three, and he knocks it down, Jay.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
To Irving. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete with the Nets in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the 4th quarter with, more important.
Leonard cleans the offensive glass. Kevin Durant tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Leonard. Pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Knocked loose. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
To Durant. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard. The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Throws it down. Timeout called here by the Clippers. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Leonard to George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Jordan to Irving. Had a chance, but it's no good. Leonard gets it to go, and the foul.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
It's good, has the hot hand, and a 4-point play. Kevin Durant with the rock. Shot from the lane won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guys trying to drop the layup in.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, counted. Hits the second, one more coming. Takes advantage of the foul, 3 for 3 at the line. Irving with the basketball. His guys down by 9. To Jordan. Oh, he had him there for a second. Curling inside. Durant to Dinwiddie. Going to launch beyond the arc. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Durant. Fires the 3, and Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it, on the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Leonard, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
That's how you defend.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.